And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to DFAM Meal Prep. Tonight we are doing Jamaican jerk, meal prep Sundays with the DFAM. I'm Margot Drake.
I'm Steve.
I'm the mom. And we have...
I'm Stevie.
Stevie Drake in the house tonight, in the kitchen tonight with us. So meal prep Sunday with the DFAM is just our family came together to do meal prep every single week to save time, money, energy, to get healthier physically, to get healthier financially. So the first thing we always want to do is tell you what we're making, and then we'll go into our financial updates because we stay accountable to you with our weekly financial update to goal to update. What is it?
That's about right.
Yeah. It's been a long weekend. You guys, my brain is not functioning properly. Tonight we are making
Jamaican jerk chicken. We are making coconut jasmine rice. We are making chili lime sweet potato, like roasted sweet potatoes. There's one other thing. We're gonna grill some chicken for the week.
And we are going to cut some veggies, of course, like always, to have as snacks. And we are going to show you one more really awesome dip that you can make.
Or are you going to make
The whole idea is a mix and match.
Oh.
So there's all different ways you can prepare this and eat this during the week so you don't get bored. So that is the menu for tonight. But I want to give you our weekly financial update. And that is... Stevie Drake is checking in with, do you know your percentage goal off the top of your head?
No, you go do everybody else. I'll look at mine right now.
Okay, so Ellie is still at 0% to goal. We are trying to get her through her last semester for school. We're very proud. Team effort, 2 debt-free degrees.
It's real, yeah.
And she's just finishing up her last semester at U of M. She is in the hospitality industry. So as you can imagine, this quarantine has really hit her economically. So we're just trying to get her through graduation, and she is figuring out what she's going to do next. So hang in there, Ellie. We know when she sets her mind to a goal, it's done. So she's just getting a little bit of a late start. So if anyone needs a great writer, Ellie is your girl. Teddy Drake is in the house. Do you want to come on camera? Or all right, Teddy's not supposed to officially be here tonight, but since she is, do you know your percent to goal?
There's a 6 in there. Is there?
Teddy is 6.7% to goal, and we're going to by September 1st, 2021. So good job, Ted. And Steve and I are checking in with. Go ahead.
We're over 1.07%.
We have hit 1%. So we each have different goal numbers, and we each have different due dates. But the main thing is that we are staying accountable to each other, to you. We happen to be pretty competitive too, which doesn't hurt things. And we're staying accountable to everyone, and we're checking in every week. And if you are tracking us, you don't ever have a windfall. You're not plugged in, you guys. You are never going to have a windfall. You are going to make baby steps forward.
Yeah.
You are going to make baby steps forward bit by bit. And so we do it bite by bite. We do it day by day, week by week, meal by meal. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing that is sustainable can happen overnight. There's no windfalls. There's no lottery tickets. It is just focused and consistent work over time. So that is our financial goal to percent to goal
That's
update.
tough for you to say, isn't it?
You guys, it has been a
Percent
big
to
weekend.
goal.
We had our big business kickoff for our online business this weekend. Our team represented in multiple ways. We just finished the 16-week body transformation challenge. I met a whole group of women at True Women's Health to get them measured, to get them weighed, to check their progress. They look and feel amazing. And now we're doing this, and I've got 2 events after. So just hang in there with my brain. Steve's pretty much running the show today. So Stevie, we're going to talk a little bit about your financial stuff while we're cooking so we can get started. The first thing we're going to start with is...
We're going to start with the rice because the rice has the longest cooking time, but I have already mixed the liquids that go in the rice and heated it up. So it is a can of. It starts with a can of coconut milk. And I just got the light coconut milk kind, and then a cup and a half of water. And you bring that to a boil, and then you put 2 cups of jasmine rice in it. There's also a teaspoon of salt, and that's it. That's going to heat up on the stove. Bring it to a boil, and then when it's boiling, put your 2 cups of rice in, cover it, lower the heat, let it simmer for like 12 minutes, and then turn it off and let it sit for another 10 minutes or so, and then we should be good to go. We already tried this with our Instapot, and it tasted really, really good, but it came out kind of wet. So we're trying it on the stovetop this time. So maybe that's the answer with coconut rice, to do it on the stovetop. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and we'll start working on the other stuff. Okay?
All right, it looks like we have the Heinert family. I am going to put that up. Let's see comments. We're going to show. It looks like we have the Heinert family is meal prepping with us. I love that. You guys, that was the whole design. The recipes go out on Friday. Sorry they were a little late this week because we did have this a big event. So we were trying to get a team of 5,000 people organized to attend this virtual event. So anyway, recipes go out on Friday. The idea is that you shop and clean up your kitchen that goes so south so quickly, doesn't it? Shop and clean up your kitchen on Saturday, and then meal prep is with us on Sunday. And if you've hung with us for a couple of Sundays, you'll know that in an hour, we create so much food that your family can enjoy for all different meals and snacks during the week. And when we were in Largo with our grandma / Bubby, we call her, we finished in around 45 minutes. It was the fastest meal prep that we have done today. And we created food that we all ate all week. It was so nice. So, all right, with that being said, thanks, Heinert family. I'm glad that you are joining us. So fun. Stevie, why don't you, Steve, what's the next recipe that we're going to do?
We're gonna make the jerk sauce.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so Stevie, this whole idea was Stevie's idea. And if you're tuning in live, hello, welcome. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So Stevie, tell me what you said when I said, Stevie, what's your recipe for this week?
So I'm pretty bad. What I like to do is, I have the same breakfast, have a shake, and for lunch, I like to eat chicken. And it's just easy for me to cook chicken the same way. It's fast. Chicken and rice, white rice. And so what I pretty much do is I change the sauce that I put over the chicken and rice that I eat for 1 or 2 meals in between breakfast and dinner. And then dinner, I like to have a red meat. So right now I'm doing it was supposed to be venison chili, but I put 5 pounds of venison in it, and it ended up being way too much. So now it's more of a meat on top of rice dish for dinner. So, but what was the question you asked me? I got ahead of myself.
When I originally was asked you, I said, Stevie, your week's coming up. What are you going to make? And he said, Jamaican jerk chicken.
I didn't even flinch. I was like, Jamaican jerk. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be flavorful. I was going to put pineapple in it, but I got lazy and it was too hard to cut, so I didn't do it. So,
Well, and you know what? You got lazy and didn't even do it. We bought it, forgot to cut it up and put it in the picture. That was one of the things that was supposed to go in the picture, to fold into the rice. And so you guys, when you watch live, you get all these little tidbits that other people don't get. So the pineapple and the slivered almonds and also the golden raisins. Teddy came home with regular raisins. God forbid. She had to go.
It was horrible.
It was horrible. It was a disaster. She had to go back out for the golden raisins.
You made your baby daughter go get a different color of raisins from the store?
Actually, the way that it happened was No, she came home and she said, you know, they just had the little boxes of brown raisins, so I got those. They just had big containers of golden raisins, and I said, golden raisins? That sounds good. So anyway, we had plenty of time to go back and get them. So, but Stevie you're not making your Jamaican jerk sauce, right? You just bought Jamaican jerk sauce.
I used money that I got from work to then pay someone to make the sauce for me. That's what we're going with.
So Stevie is spending his time wisely. We, on the other hand, wanted to make it from scratch. So, okay, so cool. Meyer, Caribbean jerk.
It's just, yeah, Meyer. It's actually a wing sauce, so it's a little thicker. And yeah, I like the wing sauce because it's spicy too. So, yeah.
And Stevie is so like that's just real. Some people aren't going to have time to make their jerk sauce from scratch, which, by the way, takes 2 seconds in a blender or food processor. So I'm glad that we're showing it both ways. I want to show you. So, and this is truly a group effort. So I'm going to have Steve explain what he's doing while I grab one of my cookbooks that I have had for 20 years.
All right. So this stuff goes into a food processor. You can make the sauce in a blender or in a food processor. It doesn't really matter, but I find the food processor just gives it a different consistency. So this sauce is like, remember a few weeks ago when we made the Szechuan sauce? It ends up being kind of like a thick chutney, and you add it to things, and that's what this is like too. So this Jamaican jerk sauce, obviously it comes from Jamaica, and this is one of those things, if it's not from Jamaica, it's not jerk sauce. They're very, very proud of their jerk sauce, and even what I'm doing in how I'm cooking tonight is not Jamaican jerk, because true Jamaican jerk is cooked on either in an open flame oven, like a wood-fired oven, or on open coals. I'm making it on like a little countertop grill. So the sauce is authentic, but how I'm doing it is a Jamaican no-no. Like I said, they protect it. The jerk sauce, it's like champagne is strictly from France, bourbon, Kentucky, from Jamaica.
Hey, I actually think that's not true. The bourbon thing.
Oh, you can. That's just you actually told me that from the trip. That if it's not, well, they make bourbon style. It's bourbon style.
I think it can still be bourbon. It's just got the percentage has got to be right. That's just a little tidbit that I want to throw in there.
All right, thanks for making me look bad in front of the entire world. That really is.
Bourbon is from the U.S.
Great.
Bourbon is from the U.S. Scotch is from Scotland.
Yes,
Teddy,
it's not from the U.S. It's from Kentucky.
It says made in the U.S. Genuinely.
You know what? It's okay. We're talking about Jamaican.
We're gonna have a full-blown family freaking meltdown.
I took a tour of.
I saw the picture.
Jim Beam Distillery, and they told me.
Get back to my
Jim Beam a liar.
My thing, you guys.
Make jerk sauce.
All right, so we're making jerk sauce. Traditional jerk sauce is made with Scotch bonnet peppers, which are grown in the Caribbean, and they have a different flavor. I'm using habanero peppers. Stevie and I have gotten, we enjoy the taste of habanero. It's really, really good. So we're using these. The recipe calls for 4 habanero peppers. If you want to put 6 in, that's fine. It's going to be a lot hotter. We put 4 in.
And we sent Teddy out for Scotch bonnet peppers as well, and she could not find those. So you guys, it's okay. You just make substitutions.
So you help me with this.
All right. So this is all. Remember, you can use a blender or a food processor, and it's 4 habanero peppers or Scotch.
Yeah, and what I do is just cut it a little bit and then throw them in.
You want to get everything. This is something that I learned over the years. Is when you put it in, you want it to be approximately the same size, because then when you get it pulse and you pulverize it, then it will end up approximately.
You don't
the same
have big
size.
chunks, and you really don't want big chunks of habanero pepper.
Yeah. So
okay,
4 peppers, half a cup of red onions.
All right. So I got that. That's good to go.
4 garlic cloves.
4 garlic cloves, which in the Drake family means 5 to 6. We got that.
We need to do some fresh grated ginger.
How much ginger? A tablespoon?
It says 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon.
Of fresh grated ginger.
And if you've never used real ginger. It's that one of those funky things in the produce section. It looks like a root because it's a root. But we have one of these. It's called a microplane zester. Just get this going.
And you have to be really careful when you use this to not.
Yeah, the microplane zester is efficient and doesn't care if it's slicing your skin or the root of the ginger.
No, I want to thank all of our live viewers today. Let me know where you're viewing from, where you're streaming, or where you're watching from. And also, I want to know if you've tried any of our recipes yet. Please comment in the comment section if you have tried any of our DFAM meal prep recipes. And if you are new and you don't know where to get the recipes, you can text family to 616-344-4401 or go to www.dfam.life. And the most recent email will be immediately sent to you, so you will actually get today's recipes if you're just tuning in. And you go there. Okay, so the next thing that goes in the recipe is 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which will be abbreviated in our preparation area as EVOO.
EVOO.
So 3 tablespoons of that.
Got it. What's next?
A quarter of a cup of tamari. And tamari, if you are not familiar, is just gluten-free
Soy sauce.
soy sauce. So a quarter of a cup of tamari or soy sauce. Quarter of a cup of vinegar.
Come on, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We're like to the end of this, so
I
that
think
was,
it's just everything.
that was perfect.
There we go. Okay, quarter of a cup of vinegar.
Got it. What's after that?
1 tablespoon of tomato paste. And if you've seen some of our previous broadcasts, we love this tomato paste because so many times you buy tomato paste in a can and then you don't use it fast enough and it goes bad. But that does need to be refrigerated.
1 tablespoon?
1 tablespoon of that. And the juice of a half a lime, which equals about a quarter of a cup.
Here we got our gizmo.
So yes, and that is a hand citrus juicer.
Yeah, what do we call it that they
I was calling it
They're like,
a
don't
squeeze.
call it that.
Yes, I was calling it something else, which had different connotations.
A
But
squeezer?
our squeezer,
You called it the hand squeezer.
the hand squeezer.
And everyone said, no, don't say that.
Anyway, so we'll change that. All right, so this is, and I do not normally like kitchen gadgets, but anything that we talk about, we absolutely love and use all the time, and it makes our tools and resources that make your life easier.
All right, we need the funky spices now. So the thing about jerk sauce that is traditional is the very, very spicy peppers, and then it's got really aromatic, like Caribbean spices. So it's got allspice, nutmeg, coriander, cinnamon, and then a little salt and pepper. So you got to tell me quantities.
Okay, well, next on the list is brown sugar, and I just don't want.
Oh no, it's not on the list. They took it off. So when we were making this recipe, we were debating if we were going to put brown sugar in. Lots of recipes do have a little bit of brown sugar, and we just decided we were going to try it without. And we liked what it tasted like. It tasted really good.
You guys,
So in the email that you have, it does not have brown sugar. I printed off our internal corporate recipe. So that's what Margot's reading. And you can see there's question marks.
Yeah, there's questions. So half a teaspoon of coriander.
Yes, ma'am. What's next?
And a half a teaspoon of cumin.
Okay. Cumin. Oh yeah, I didn't grab that.
Cumin.
Remember to be careful with your habanero peppers, because when I was cutting them, I got a little pea stuck underneath my fingernail all night, and I woke up and it was like burnt.
Ow.
It was crazy.
Yeah, you always want to be careful. Wash your hands. Do not work with the peppers and then decide to put contact in or out of your eyes. So I'm so sorry.
Killing me here.
I didn't know it was new.
How much cumin?
A half a teaspoon of cumin.
Okay.
1 teaspoon of allspice.
1 teaspoon. Yeah.
And 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Our house smelled so good when we were doing our test recipes. So good.
Half a teaspoon?
No, 1 teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon, which is a lot, of nutmeg.
I don't need that. Nutmeg, 1 teaspoon nutmeg. Okay.
And then salt and pepper to taste. That's
Okay.
it.
All right, we are going to be blending in 2 seconds, and then I'm very quickly going to get this on a grill because I've had some that's you should marinate it for a few hours, but I've had it in the fridge on some other stuff. What was the last thing? Salt, pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Where's my pepper? Here it is.
Do you need the salt?
Yeah. Just throw some in there.
Stevie gave me
Don't
this.
go bonkers.
Stevie gave me this salt dish,
Just do like
and
one
I
of those.
use it every day. This is such a good gift.
All right.
Mom, I learned how to make that actually.
Stevie's
What?
a good get
Add a glass.
to print it.
Yeah, it's really easy. I saw a video, so.
He has a really cool 3D printer that he makes all these cool things. All right,
Are you keeping your eye on this?
here we go. Yeah, clear. Don't take the top off.
I had to mix it up.
No, you don't.
No,
That's
you
not how you
don't.
make rice. That's not how you make rice.
Holy
Oh
cow!
my god.
Do we need like a rice
Oh,
rice cookies
Yeah,
in here?
Mom does not know how to make rice.
Obviously not.
We're making Jamaican jerk sauce. Oh, okay. Take it off the heat, Teddy, and let it just sit on the stove. But off the heat. Let's see.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh,
Beautiful.
angels of spicy food.
Oh, I smell it. What happened to our food cam?
Oh, I didn't set it up.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this
We can
is
do it.
so good. It smells amazing.
Yeah, okay.
One thing that I wanted to show you, I went to go grab, is this is one of my recipe books from 20 years ago. And so anytime I'm at a restaurant and I have a really great dish, or if I eat something from, a Whole Foods or a grocery store that has their all the ingredients listed, or
Very loud.
oh, can you mute for a second while you're blending?
I was just using the disposal real quick, sorry.
I write it down, and so I've taken the time to write things down. So this is our Jamaican jerk, and it was a tofu recipe. So you can use the same recipe with tempeh, which is one of my favorite things. Tempeh or tofu, or Steve had listed some other proteins other than chicken breast to use it with in the email. So maybe you saw that. But this is just one. And then we have to go to our storage locker and get my huge recipe book that I've collected recipes over 30 years, however long Steve and I have been together.
Looking very
You told me to do that.
good. I know. But
Can you wait a second?
I'm so impatient. I just want it done when I want it done. Okay, so there's that. Yum. We'll clean this up later, okay?
So Steve is done with the jerk sauce. Look at how amazing that looks. We're going to use it in a couple different ways.
You can make that to make the dip right now if you want.
I definitely am going to do the dip. It's 6:24. We've got the rice going. We've got the jerk sauce done. What's up next?
I'm gonna do the sweet potatoes. So
Oh my gosh, these chili lime sweet potatoes are so good.
with the sweet potatoes, here, I'll come over there in a second.
Well, while there's a lull, Stevie,
Yeah?
can you explain how you are already so far into your goal, your financial goal? I'd love for you to explain that.
So what I started doing right when I got my the first job out of college was putting away. So I don't get a match for the first year of my 401k, so I'm not putting money into that right now. So I take a certain percentage of my a weekly check, and I put that into, I have it automatically saved. So right when I get the check, it throws that percentage into my savings account. And I decided that I wanted to save quite a bit because I want to get a condo in downtown Grand Rapids next year when I move out of this apartment. So I did quite a big percentage. And what I do is I have my savings account and my checking account. And because, sometimes you're going to it's going to be like the week that you have to pay rent. Or it's going to be, you have my checking account is, at a certain point where I can buy one of the things like, I have a list of stuff that I am looking to buy. The most recent thing I bought was a new top end for my dirt bike. Just like, not like stuff that is like I need to get at some point. Like, I don't know what another example would be. Something to fix my car. Like if there's something wrong on my car. So I save the money first, and then I decide how I get to spend the rest of my money. And some weeks it's really tough. Some weeks I have to decide, Stevie, you can't go get Qdoba. And some weeks I'm like, I'm getting Qdoba all weekend,
Hey, what did he say? Some weeks he what?
You can't go to Qdoba.
Can't go to
It's just good discipline, Stevie. It's really good. You're learning stuff that lots of adults are struggling with.
Well,
so it's good that you're doing it now.
Common sense.
Right.
Is
I'm also very lucky to have a job that I'm fairly comfortable living on while saving money. But I am working my butt off too. So.
Yes, Ellie Drake is in the house. Ellie is making cookies right now.
Look at her go.
I love it. Hi, Alibaba. You're up next. So send your recipes. Oh, and you guys, Ellie and Teddy may be doing a collab next week. We're still in process of that. So stay tuned. One of the girls or both will be with us next week. So,
all right, can I give an update?
Yeah.
So I'm doing these sweet potatoes. You guys, when you're cutting sweet potatoes, be so careful and use a very sharp knife, okay? Because what I did was I cleaned and peeled the sweet potatoes, and then I cubed them into about a 1/2-inch cube. And we have an air fryer, and we're using that to kind of roast these things. It goes by pretty fast. It's going to take about... So this is what they look like. These are chili lime. I actually have lime juice on there, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and chili powder. And that's what gives it a little zesty taste. So those will go in the oven. And I'm not sure they're going to get done here while we're on, but if not, we can show you what they look like.
it's only 6:28. Doesn't it take 20 minutes?
Yeah, they'll be done. They'll be done for sure.
So you guys, the air fryer is another one of those things that when Steve said he purchased an air fryer, I said, not another kitchen gadget. And I can't tell you how great it is, how great things turn out in it.
Crazy.
Hey, Mom, real quick, is this bad? If the middle is just like a little bit?
It's not perfect. If you're the only one eating it, I would just cut that part out and use everything else. It's definitely not perfect, but. So.
Whoa, peppers.
Oh, God.
Oh, maybe you need a mask. Maybe one of those masks will come in handy here. So going back to Stevie's saving money, a couple of the things I thought were really interesting that he did. Number one is he automated the process. So he doesn't have to make a decision. The more you can automate, delegate, and eliminate, the better off you're going to be, so you can focus on what only you can do. So Stevie's focusing on engineering right now. So that's what he's focusing on. And he doesn't even want to take extra time to make jerk sauce. So that is how focused he is.
That's also what he's saving for. He's saving for a down payment for a house. I mean, if he were just saving for retirement, he would definitely put it in his 401k, even if he's not getting the company match, because because you're saving. It's all pre-tax money, so you're saving whatever his tax rate is, 25 to 30% on that money. But he wants a house. That's a great goal to have.
Yeah.
You actually gave yourself 2 years to hit that goal, and you are way ahead of pace.
I gave myself 1 year, Mom.
Oh, well then we have to run.
I think you changed that.
Nope,
All
it was
right.
always 1 year because I was
We're gonna start.
I was moving out in October, November this year.
Well, you're definitely gonna hit it. I'll change the email. I think.
I'm gonna overhit it. I'm gonna hit it before, unless my car breaks down or something, which is it's a big possibility. Let me tell you.
Well, the good news is CV fixes his own car. So anyway, he automated the process, which I think is really cool. The other thing is that he tells his money where his money is going to go up front and lives on the rest. Instead of what most people do is say, I'm going to put whatever I have left at the end of the week into savings. And there's never any left at the end of the week or the month or whatever. So that's what you have to do. You have to tell your money where it's going to go. So he's doing a good thing.
Yeah.
So did you give the whole recipe for the chili, lime, sweet potatoes?
Read it out again. Yes, I said everything that's in it because it's really simple. But
Okay, the recipe will be emailed to you if it's not already. But one of the things that I thought was so great when Steve was making these is I have never been able to successfully make those really great breakfast crispy potato cubes ever. And so, it has to do with, frying them on the range. These peppers
is it spicy in here?
the peppers are getting to me.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
it's gonna happen.
Frying them on the range, on the stove top,
Here.
and it just heats up the whole house too sometimes. And you have to use a lot of oil, which I don't like cooking with, which is the same reason I didn't want the sugar in the sauce. If you're making your own sauce, you can put.
No, this is perfect. So now I've got the sweet potatoes going. I've got the rice is in its final phase of ricing. And I've got barbecue chicken on. And now what I'm going to do is start cutting up the veggies for the day or the week, just the raw veggies. And what we did was we told Teddy when she was shopping for us, just go pick whatever you want. So this is the Teddy's wild card of raw vegetables. And one of the things we have, which is my absolute most unfavorite thing to cut, is a jicama. You can explain a jicama. And I'll go to work.
Way more fun to go to Whole Foods and buy the pre-cut jicama because it can get really scary when you're cutting jicama because it's really hard. So, but last thing about the sweet potato recipe and the sweet potatoes is how perfectly they come out in the air fryer with very little oil compared to if you were doing it on the stovetop. And they were just perfect. The texture, they were absolutely perfect. They smelled amazing. They tasted great. So cannot say enough about the air fryer.
And they are
Also-
a great thing to reheat through the week. So it's a good food prep item.
And Brussels sprouts too are really good in the air
Brussels
fryer.
sprouts are good.
So he did 3 large sweet potatoes, juice from half a lime, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. And so simple in that. And you don't also have to stand over them and shake them like you do if you're doing it on the stovetop. So I love the air fryer or the chili lime sweet potatoes.
How are we doing time?
We are doing fine. 6:34. So yeah, we've got the potatoes cooking, we've got the rice ricing, we've got the chicken going. The sauce is done. Do you put any of this sauce on the chicken when you put it in there? Are you going to put it on?
Not this batch. I used the batch that we made on our test kitchen today. 'Cause
Oh.
I had it marinating in the fridge for a couple hours.
Oh, so you marinated the chicken in this. Oh, perfect. Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Stevie, another thing that I hear a lot of people say, in fact, so a young man said it to me this week, is He's fiscally responsible. He knows. Sorry, Ellie Teddy just tried to pick up the. Oh, the dog was getting into the peppers. That was bad.
That would have been funny.
No, not funny. So he is into, health and wellness, into fitness, into being fiscally responsible, all of that. Wants to meal prep, but then the next thing he said was, but I like variety, I get bored easy, so I can't eat the same thing. So how would you reply to that?
You gotta say the last. My sound went down for a second. Can you say the last part real quick? Or did he just say that he likes variety when he eats? And how I would?
So it's like one part of his brain is saying, yes, this is the right thing to do. And then the other part of his brain is saying, nope, don't do it because you're going to get bored.
You gotta.
Go ahead, Stevie.
You got to decide what's important. Your time. I mean, it's a balance. So how I think about it is I eat like a dog. I eat the same thing every day. It's measured. Like specifically, I have the same amount of rice, chicken. I measure it out so it hits all my numbers. And I can just eat the same thing. But if you want to spend the time to do the research and make sure all the different stuff you want to make is going to hit your macros, hit your micros, and then cook it, you can do that. But I wish I could, change my food up every week, but it's just, I don't have the time to go do that. So it's, I made the sacrifice to eat the same thing every week. And I've been doing that for, sometimes I'll switch up the rice with potatoes or yams, but I've been eating chicken and very, very healthy carbs for the last 5 years straight. And I don't see me stopping. So you just got to ask yourself, well, what's important?
That is so true. It's the same with so many things, Stevie. And it kind of puts it back on him. Say you're talking to someone about making a change. His brain is telling him we don't really want to make a change because change sucks. So it's like, how badly do you want to either spicy? How badly do you either want to lose weight or put pounds on or save money or whatever change you want? It's interesting that kid almost immediately when mom and he were talking about making a change. It's like in one breath he says, yeah, I totally want to make a change. I'm ready. Oh, but wait, I really like the way I eat right now.
Well, no,
It's a
I don't
struggle.
No. He didn't say he really liked the way he ate.
He likes variety.
But the whole reason why I brought this up, and it wasn't this particular conversation because I've had 1,000 of these conversations. What people want and what people are willing to do are two different things. So then you always have to go back to why are you doing it, and is your why bigger than your excuse? Because I've watched Stevie wanting to put on lean muscle, eat food like I have never seen anyone eat food before. And you weren't eating necessarily for pleasure, you were eating for a result. And I'm not saying everyone's going to do that, but if you want a financial result, you're not going to have wonderful variety takeout every night. It might be kind of boring. If you can make it fun, like Ellie just said, mix it up with the basics, like chicken, then add jerk, like make chicken, then add jerk chicken sauce or buffalo sauce. So you can make it a little bit different every single time.
That's kind of what Stevie does also. But there's base. It's very simple and it's always there.
And then the other thing that I wanted to,
Ali.
hey, it stopped the broadcast.
Bill says live.
Yeah, she's fine. Fine. Where's my broadcast? Yeah. Ali, don't call me again, please.
doing, Stevie?
I'm cooking the chicken.
Making a lot of noise. Did you put the broadcast link so Ellie could join the broadcast in the DFAM?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Teddy, why is she calling?
Okay, it's 6:40. We have most of our recipes done. I want to make that.
So good.
It smells so
Is there a
I
problem,
think it's
Ted?
common sense.
Oh.
I can't tell if this is our.
Oh my gosh.
Smells so good in here everywhere.
All right, the way to do the coconut rice is still got there.
I think that's the Szechuan sauce. You guys, if you're meal prepping consistently, you have so much good food in your refrigerator all the time. Oh, here it is.
But you better eat all of it,
You better eat all of it.
or else I'm coming to your house and I'll eat it.
Shook, is this the stuff from the test kitchen? All right.
And we're cleaning as we're cooking.
We are so clean and cooking. When we were in Florida, I didn't have a chance to do that, and we ended up with the biggest mess afterwards.
Well, we were also cooking.
We were
outside.
cooking outside, so we didn't have any way to. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this!
This is too good. All right, another fun thing that I do with this coconut rice is I toasted sesame seeds, and that's an awesome little garnish on it. But you are also going to fold in.
Fold in raisins, golden raisins, folding golden raisins, folding pineapple, slivered almonds. So I'm going to change this because we are doing the cut veggies now, right?
Yeah. So did I tell everyone what the Teddy wild card veggies were?
Yeah, you read this.
Did I-
No, I don't think you told her.
Radishes, jicama, red and yellow pepper, and cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
I think we got everything covered with that.
We do. We haven't cut cauliflower yet. So, and we did the jerk chicken. So Steve just marinated the chicken breast. You can do it overnight. You can do it for a couple of hours in the jerk sauce, and then put it in the air fryer. Which the air fryer, again, is something that makes our life really easy.
No, that's sweet potatoes.
Oh, not the air fryer. Sorry, the what do you call that grill?
It's like a countertop grill. Okay, I'll call it a George Foreman grill, but it's not. Made by
Guys, I wish we had the food cam. We'll get the food cam going. We were a little bit out of practice because of being in Florida and then on vacation for a week.
Okay, with the air fryer, you guys, I made such a big batch of these sweet potatoes that I do have to go in and like flip them, just turn them around, so they get cooked on all sides. I still don't completely understand how an air fryer works. It's magic.
It's just a convection oven. That's all it is.
Oh my gosh, I knew he was going to say something.
I get what Ellie wanted me to do. She wanted me to put her ideas up. Comments. So
Okay.
talking about a couple different ways. We need to put that. You know what? I'll get that in a container. We'll talk about it. So a couple of different ways that you can put the food together this week is you can make salads with the jerk chicken and the dressing or sauce or dip that I'm going to show you how to make with some Greek yogurt. You can also use a plant-based yogurt substitute. Would be really good. You can make a dressing with that. You can put the jerk chicken on the kale. We always have extra salad greens on the shopping list ideas. You can dip the veggies in this dip. It is off the hook. Teddy, you made some of that dip, didn't you?
Which one?
The Greek yogurt jerk sauce. So good. You can, so it's a veggie dip. It's a dressing for a salad. Go ahead.
Ranch sauce too.
Oh yeah, so if you don't happen to have Greek yogurt and you want to put the jerk sauce on your salad and make kind of a creamy salad dressing, use ranch dressing.
All right, we're in good shape.
Let's so good. You guys, look at how fast it is.
Does everyone know our boys, Wesley? You want to say hi to our weird eating? Say hi. Say hi. What is that?
Favorite child for sure.
He's either one or two. Okay.
All right. So you can make salads. You can make rice bowls. You could have, if you are following a lower carb diet after 3 p.m., which a lot of women over the age of 40 like to do.
You don't like to do it.
A lot of women over 40 have to do if they don't want to sweat all night. And that's why you limit your sugar too, is making sure you eat any of your complex carbohydrates, your sweet potatoes. You can still have those things that you prepped, just maybe have them for one of your snacks before 3 or have them for your lunch. Have those complex carbohydrates at your lunch. And then for dinner, have that salad with the awesome dressing and a great lean protein. And as long as you're eating every 2 to 3 hours, that nutrient timing and protein pacing, 20 to 30 grams of protein, you are not going to be hungry. It's when you skip your meals that you get into trouble and start making decisions that probably aren't serving your goals. So Ellie said, I'll make chicken, then add jerk or buffalo sauce.
Yes.
And
We need to
mix up
make
the
buffalo
basics.
sauce on the show. I love the flavor of buffalo sauce.
Thank you for being here, Alibaba. Let's see, and we're cutting our veggies. There we go. We can flip this one. There we go. All right, you guys, it is, let's see. It is 6:48. We have almost all of our veggies cut. I still have to make the dip.
I know I stole your area.
My area. It's okay.
Hey mom,
How I do
Yeah.
that.
when you get a second, I can show everyone my refrigerator.
Oh, go ahead. Right now is perfect.
For sure. Okay. I remember you asked me to last time I was on, and I didn't want to because it was dirty or something. Okay,
Well, I don't
so
want my refrigerator today. I'm making and having the holidays and having this big event. It'll be cleaned up by next week.
So this is what I got. Oh, you can't really see me. That's fine. So we got all my meal prep stuff is right here. It's super easy for me in the morning just to. It's the easiest thing ever. I wake up and I just snag it and I have it in my hand going to work. Sometimes I'll get in the hallway and I realize I feel naked and I walk back in and I grab it. I like a lot of egg whites. That's my prep breakfast after work.
Like no one understands how many.
Like industrial amounts of egg whites. That's my morning and my.
And you drink his egg whites and it throws his egg white count off.
We call it the egg white delight. It's delicious.
We don't call that. We call it, I can't believe you drink that.
Well, it's easy and it's proven. And then I just got some. Well, here, and then I have my my dinner, which is I just keep it in the crock pot. It's super easy. That's my red meat. And then I just like to. Me and my friends like to cook some good food sometimes. So right now I'm thawing some salmon that was actually caught by me in the Grand River. And then we got up here is freezer, and that's just extra meat for later. And then frozen fruit, because fruit goes bad really quick, and it's cheaper to buy it frozen anyway. And then you gotta have the sauces. You gotta have the sauces. And then I like to also have some charcuterie stuff on hand for when I throw all my elegant dinner parties, as well as some eggs for the weekend. Because sometimes I get sick of my shake and I just want to sit down and watch some cartoons and scramble some eggs.
What? I love it. I cannot wait to clean out our refrigerator and clean out our pantry, which I don't know.
Are you gonna wipe that off?
I don't know that I've even done a thorough pantry clean since I got here a year ago.
More than a year ago. Much more than a year ago.
It was a little bit. Oh yeah. It was more than a year ago.
Okay, I'm gonna clean up a little bit for my stuff. We are in the home stretch.
We are doing great.
Let me look at our sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
We're cleaned up here. Feels good.
Yeah. 8.5 minutes. Are we gonna make it?
Oh, for sure. We are cleaning. We're getting it done.
Yeah.
So, you guys, I want to tell you what a collaboration this is with the family. Every time one of the kids is on with us, it's their meal prep idea that we're doing. So we just talk about it and we expand it, make it fun, add different pieces to it. But we always go to them and ask what we're making for the week ahead. So that is really fun. Teddy made I don't know if you guys had a chance to see our latest graphic. We finally had a family photo shoot where we're all holding different kitchen utensils. So Teddy was in charge of making that graphic. I do a lot of the digital marketing and the text messages. Steve helps me with that. Steve also makes graphics. He made the Jamaican jerk graphic.
I made all the Christmas logos and all the holiday logos that we see.
Ellie keeps us organized, on task, and planning for the future. She's also our resident cocktail maker and server over the holidays. Definitely our spirit chair. I don't know if you guys saw. She made and decorated Christmas cookies. We all came home and all we had to do was decorate the Christmas cookies. But she also, which was a super fun family thing to do, is we did a family version of hot ones.
Oh, awesome.
So if you've never seen that, it's where you all do talk to each other, but each things and things. You eat cauliflower. You eat progressively hotter hot sauces. So that was a very fun family event. I think we did that on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you gonna make this? Or what?
Wait, Christmas Eve was our
No. It was. I think it was Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
There. So everybody brings their own little bit of expertise, and Ellie definitely has the great cocktail ideas, pairing different cocktails with different meals, whatever we're making, and it makes it a lot more fun.
Sweet potatoes are sweet.
They're
They are
sweet.
so good.
They're sweet.
So I'm making this dip, and this is Greek yogurt. Where's the? Hold on, I have to figure out where.
Let's go.
Where's the gabagoo?
It all goes together.
Okay, this is so good. And then this is the Jamaican jerk sauce from our test kitchen that we did earlier this week. And I'm just adding a little bit of that to the Greek yogurt.
Let me see how much. Yeah.
And if you guys have never had jicama before, it tastes like a cross between an Asian pear and
It's not that sweet.
a potato.
It's subtly sweet.
And this, by the way, this jicama is spelled Jicama.
Look at that.
Wow, that is
So
so
good.
good.
Mmm.
This jicama is
Numbers.
the best jicama that I've ever had. So Teddy's still home on holiday break. She goes back to school in a couple weeks. Oh no, this week. But you don't have to go back. She just doesn't want to be here.
No, I start next week.
Oh, you do? All right, let's taste this, people. So good.
What'd you do?
Mm.
Is it spicy enough?
You guys, that is
You should have just made that. So that's a wrap. That's the show. Spicy dip. I like tortillas. Oh my gosh, I got this out for you to make a pretty presentation, and you are
I am meal prepping.
hellbent on meal prepping.
It goes in a meal.
So I just want to say something real quick. So my mom got us for Christmas these little bulbs that you put in water and they grow. And she told me to put them in a big, tall container. I didn't have one, so I just put mine in a bowl I had. And she got mad at me and said they weren't going to grow. There's too much water on them, and they're the best ones in the whole family. Look at these
They are.
things.
Let me see. Are they
I
blooming?
threw ours out today.
Oh, they're blooming. So those are
They're blooming everywhere. Everywhere they're blooming.
Nice job. Stevie
Green thumb.
definitely has a green thumb. He's growing a lot of plants.
All right, that's it. folks.
Like an inordinate amount of plants. You guys, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, it can be a great dip for tortilla chips too. Veggies, you can always do a mix. This dip is really good on the rice.
It's also a really good salad dressing.
Oh, I said salad dressing.
Yeah.
The dip is also really good on the sweet potatoes. So good. And you guys, it's 6:57. We look at that. We
That's
have
it.
food
We're done
for the
cooking for the
entire week in 57 minutes. We checked in with our kids. We got
Checked in monetarily.
we got a financial update. Let's see if anybody, Ellie's saying hi to the puppy. Thank you, live viewers that have stuck with us until the end. I love it. I am going to switch our banner. Let's see. We can
Don't
just
forget
switch it
to
to this.
squeeze in
There we
your-
go. All right.
Skillet, people.
So, Stevie, do you have anything that you would like to say before we call this a wrap?
If you put your skillet away without putting a little oil on it, I'll find you. That's it.
All right.
So, before we went live, Stevie was saying that his skillet was,
It's perfectly seasoned.
he seasoned it. It was all ready to go.
Is it easy to clean,
Nice.
Stevie?
Yes, because when you season it, there's a natural
you're
release
right.
point.
You don't have to lecture me. I'm just asking a question.
Yeah.
I know. That's
So-
like a chef's special seasoned pan.
So that is planning ahead.
Whoop.
Planning ahead. Nicely done. All right. So let's talk about all the different ways you can use this. You can make salads. You can make rice bowls. You can just have a lean protein with some complex carbohydrates. You have a dip. You have a salad dressing. And did I miss anything?
No. No. I think if you were edgy, you could use the jerk sauce like a salsa.
Oh yeah,
It would be interesting. But
it would be interesting. So you learned how to make Jamaican jerk sauce, coconut rice. Oh, we don't have the golden raisins or the almonds out, but those are
Nice.
on the recipe, and you fold them into your rice at time of serving. chili lime sweet potatoes. We've got our Jamaican jerk chicken. Steve also suggests that we can use beef, pork. I say a plant-based option. A great plant-based option would be tempeh. And let us know how it goes. That is it. It is a wrap. It is 7 o'clock. Do you have anything you want to share?
No, I don't. Thank you guys for staying with us. Stevie, good job, buddy. That was a great idea.
Nice.
I'm doing a drum solo to finish it off.
Nice. I
Sorry.
love it.
Detroit, we'll
All
see you
right.
next time.
Everybody, let us know how your Jamaican jerk mix and match goes. Let us know. We'll see you same time, same place next week for Meal Prep Sundays with the DFAM. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you, Steve-O.
Bye. Love you.